knee tracking into neutral spine. So with knee tracking, essentially if our knees are out of whack, our ankles are out of whack, and our hips can be out of whack. So we want to make sure the knees aren't pushing inwards. So everyday exercises, like when we're sitting down into a chair, we want to make sure we're not pushing the knees together. When we're kneeling down on the ground, we want to make sure we're not pushing the knee inwards either, because that's putting a lot of pressure on the inside and lengthening out through the outside of the leg, so it's actually having to work harder. So we want to make sure that we are on our way to knee tracking. So essentially we need to make sure everything's level. So find your hip bones, take a look down and make sure the knees and the ankles are underneath. A lot of people do stand a little bit wider, and again this is taking the work away from the inner thighs and actually and too much outer thighs. So we need it to be under, and actually it's a lot narrower than you think. You know, do this in front of a mirror because it really helps. Have a look down and make sure, again, the ankles are underneath. Now you want to make sure as well the big bony bit of your foot, the metatarsal, is looking forward. Ideally the big toes are looking forward as well, but if you wear narrower shoes, so you, or have bunions, this can affect the projection of your toes. So ideally the big toes are looking forward, but if that's not the case, make sure those metatarsal knuckles, those big knuckles, a bit like your thumb knuckle, are looking forward. And from there, turn the knees inwards so you know what it feels like, and then push the knees outwards. Turn the knees in, turn the knees out. So you can see there, we're creating that internal rotation at the hip here, and then external, well, into neutral. Internal and into neutral. So at the same time, the ankles, as we drop in, are falling in. That creates a falling arch. When we drive the knees forward and the knees trap those middle three toes, that's lifting the arch. It's keeping the talus bone set where it should be. So the tibia is actually set as well. So internal, external. Get used to doing that. So that's all you need to do, just to get used to getting the knees into neutral. And then from there, we can get the knees into neutral, follow the middle three toes, big toes on the floor as well, and bring the pelvis into neutral as well. All 3 points of the pelvis look forward, shoulders up, back and down, and look above your horizon, relaxing your arms by your sides. And that's how we do knee tracking into neutral spine.